start on the side. Okay? Now notice, every time I take him to the side, my foot automatically goes this way. Okay, can everybody see? All right. And I like to, sometimes body triangle, sometimes, most of the time I use my foot flexed on their foot and a foot on their hip. Like this, I'm pushing on their hip like this. And I'm controlling them. Okay? It's very difficult for him to turn his hip, belly up. And I'm on the armpit side, so I know I have that shoulder shuck ready to go. But in order for him to start the shoulder shuck, he needs to take the shoulder and start bringing it away from me. So look at, you see that? So I always keep his shoulder close to me. Okay, especially if my hands are disconnected for a moment while I'm trying to trap hands, I make sure his shoulder stays close. Like, put your back on the floor. Look at that. And I'm controlling his hip with my feet. So I have a seatbelt. He's maybe grabbed my arms. He's incentivized to grab my arms because if he doesn't, I have something to choke him with. So as I move my own arms, he kind of has to follow them. So if I'm stretching my arms straight and kind of squeezing my arms, pinching them with the seatbelt, I'm also going to take my foot. If I need to, I shrimp a little bit back and get my heel right where his wrist is. Boom. And then break the grip. And then take it behind his back. And a little bit, I make this little adjustment where I move a little bit forward again. Because I don't want my femur on his shoulder above it, because it's not enough pressure on his arm. He can circle. I want to move a little bit forward and pinch on his arm. So it's further down his arm and then pinch. And now, again, keep that shoulder close to you with your seatbelt. So pulling the seatbelt. See this? Like, you got to think about what's happening with their shoulders. If I just do this, put your back on the floor, not like that. Just the other way. It's like impossible, right? Yeah. So you don't even feel like you didn't even want to try it. So let's try it. But what people do is they take their seatbelt and squeeze like this. And now you're not, yeah, his shoulder feels like he can move. So keep the shoulder tight, like to you, with your seatbelt. So pull that arm back. Okay? Now that you're here, he may be grabbing your wrist with this hand. So we go palm to palm, this wrist goes down, this one goes up. This move is going to be like 30 steps. Be prepared. All right, so one, boom. So again, projection down, projection up. Okay, straight at their forearm. And then you're going to start lifting your elbow to free and then trap. Okay, so what? Again, projection down with your wrist, projection up, the top one. You go S grip or gable grip, doesn't matter. And then raise your elbow. Boom. And then quickly hand off and grab his hand. Now that we're there, we're ready to go in the neck, get under his chin, make that grip. Take the slack out. Grab the second grip. Okay? Now, typically speaking, I'm ready to finish. I'm just going to start choking him and put my legs together and finish. Okay? But let's just say for whatever reason, for our drill, we're going to practice recovery with the choke, that he starts jumping my bottom hook. Exactly. Okay? So I keep the top hook in, and I'm going to guide his chin over with my elbow. Like this, and start putting my head on the floor as I drive with my toes. Leaving the hook in, look, boom, here. And my foot goes from here out, perpendicular. Now from here, I'm already still choking him, and I'm just gonna put some pressure to lift his hip off the floor, and then put my knee in, and use a push and a pull, and go all the way the other way. Now before his weight goes to my leg, I wanna put my foot behind his butt and let him jump my hook. Now I'm gonna do a toes to the floor, chair sit, step motion, pull. And now I throw the top hook over, lift him a little bit, and then if he's grabbing the grips or whatever, my foot goes, can you guys see this? My foot goes where his wrist is, kick it off, put the other one on top, pinch, and finish. All right? Seatbelt. Straighten, trap. Free your hand up. Get under his chin. Make a grip. Make two grips. Let's say he jumps your hook now. Okay, you put the top hook in, guide his chin, look, with your elbow. Put your head on the floor. Take the knee under, push, pull. Kick him off your hook. Chair sit. Pick him up. the back, solving the problem between jumping our hook. Armpit side, straighten your arms, shrimp a little bit, trap his arm. Strap in your arm, wrist lock, make the grip, get the grips, okay? Let's pretend that now he's gonna jump your bottom hook. I go with my head, drive, guide his chin, pressure, release the pressure, kick him off the hook, chair sit, boom, boom, finish. All right, easy, right? All right, let's go, 1, 2, 3.